My name is Chickie, and I know I'm in heaven now remembering my wonderful life and all the friends and family that made me so happy and took such good care of me. When I was just a baby, I fell out of my nest and wandered out on a busy road in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. I didn't even have feathers yet and was not sure who my mother was. Nobody could tell that I was a baby Baltimore Oriole. It was a very confusing infancy, to say the least. I probably would have had a very short life had I not been found and rescued by Windy, who became my surrogate mother. He took me home and tried to feed me baby food with an eyedropper, but I didn't like that, so he carved a beak out of balsa wood, as if it were my mother's own beak. I guess it's fairly easy to fool a baby bird. I didn't even notice that he had no wings or feathers. I was loved, nurtured, and spoiled, maybe even more than if my biological mother had raised me. My friend Mikey gave me a huge cage, which I quickly adopted as my home and sanctuary. Mikey became one of my best buddies, and when Windy and his wife Karen went on vacation, he would occasionally babysit me. I just wish he wouldn't have worn that silly yellow hat with the ear flaps. At first the hat frightened me, but later it made me chuckle to myself, since whenever Mikey wore it, he looked like a bird without a decent beak. In time, my beautiful yellow feathers took the place of ugly brown baby fuzz. Finally, everyone knew what kind of bird I was. Windy named me Peeps because I made peeping sounds when I was a baby. Some time later, everyone called me Chickadoodly, Chickie's Noodly, and then they abbreviated my name to Chickie. What were they thinking with these names? I grew up and lived in the cellar of Windy and Karen's old house. My friend Karen washed all the clothes every week, and I loved to sit on a wire in the laundry room and be part of the action. Sometimes I jumped into the washing machine to hide, but she always found me. Speaking of action, Windy built model airplanes in the cellar. I just loved to fly all over his shoulders when he wasn't expecting me. I would steal one of his little bolts and hide it in my cage, and he would search and search, thinking he was becoming very forgetful. I often took cotton swabs, toothpicks, and bandages off Windy's work table. I piled them up in a corner of my cage. What fun! Dave, Elliot, Rich, Stacy, Rob, Mona, Art, Jimmy, Nancy, Les, Brian, Elizabeth, Judy, Roy, and Paris. Wow, did I love to entertain them all. I humored them when they stuck out their arms and let me fly from one to the other. I loved to listen to Stacy Rose on the stereo. I liked her song Chickens and Sheep the best, but she didn't sing that too often. I eventually figured out what this thing called a video camera was. Each time I saw Windy videotaping me while I was eating or misbehaving, I felt like a movie star. If they had an Academy Award for birds, I know I would have been a contender, since Windy sent out the videotapes worldwide and decorated his website with photos of me. All his friends and customers soon got to know me, and when they visited Windy and me in the shop, they became my friends too. I'm likely the most videotaped Oriole in the world. Sometimes I had to wear sunglasses when I went out in public to avoid the bird paparazzi. On many occasions during warm weather, Windy took me outside in my little blue cage so I could hang out with other birds who were using the fish pond as a bird bath. Many of the neighborhood birds came to look at me, talk bird talk to me, and just watch me in my cage. I snubbed them all because I was an indoor bird and could not identify with them. I understood people talk, not bird language. Windy and Karen were my family, and all their friends were my friends. I'm not sure why, but I was fascinated with telephones. I loved to eat the buttons and tiny parts. Windy thought he would be cute one day when he put a junk phone in my cage for me to play with. Forget it. Did he think I was a bird brain? My friend Walt sent me special food all the way from the West Coast. He's painting one of his model airplanes as a tribute to me. My other friend George is doing an oil painting of me. It's so great being famous. Stacy and Rob always visited me, along with Art and Mona, when Windy and Karen went on trips. I loved to hide on them in my secret places, so that they couldn't find me right away. Once I even hid behind Windy's model airplane, which was hanging on the cellar wall. What fun being mischievous and driving everyone crazy. Wendy and Karen once went on vacation for 3 weeks to visit their friends Elliot and Mandy in England. I didn't like being alone that long with only a few friends and family members to check on me daily, so I punished them by being testy when they got back. While they were away, I pulled out all my feathers and tail to make them feel guilty. They never went away for 3 weeks again. I used to love to take several bird baths a day in the small casserole dish that Karen put in my cage. It was even more fun if I could spray Windy or shake the water all over him when I'd fly on his shoulder or land on his head. During my lifetime, I became a gourmet. I loved seedless red grapes, navel oranges, pepperoni, pears, brisket, meatloaf with gravy, and cashew nuts. Karen often surprised me with little treats like pancakes, waffles, and homemade blueberry muffins. Every Friday night, Wendy and Karen would come home with an extra piece of pepperoni for me from their pizza at Trackside Italian Eatery. I looked forward to that all week. I escaped from the house twice to the scary outdoors. Luckily, I was smart enough to fly to Wendy's shoulder, especially once when it was raining hard and very cold outdoors. Forget outside. Give me a warm cage, air conditioning in the summer, and unlimited gourmet food. My one bird friend was a sun conure named Freddie, who came to visit and stayed with us once in a while. He wasn't able to fly, but boy could he eat. Everyone laughed a lot when I mugged Freddie by flying past him grabbing his banana. We hung out together and got to be good bird buddies. We ate out of the same bowl and sometimes we would visit each other's cages. I got gifts on Christmas, just like any other child. Bernie sent me a fat stuffed Oriole, but I was scared to death of him, so Wendy made him a Christmas tree ornament. I didn't like people decorating my cage as if I were a parakeet. No mirrors or bells or stuffed toys. I'm a manly bird. Of course I did a few naughty things, but never on purpose. I once bit poor Brian's eye because it was so shiny looking. At times I also bit Wendy's eye, and he nicknamed me Eye Biter for a while. When the guys were hanging around in Wendy's shop having pizza for lunch, I would steal a slice of pepperoni right off the pie. I loved warm, soft pepperoni. They were so entertained by this. I once flew upstairs and hid on the kitchen fan. They soon found me because they saw my tail hanging out at the end of the blade. It annoyed me that they never wanted me upstairs where the fancy furniture was. What was I, chopped liver? I liked to hide in the light fixture near Wendy's desk. One night when Wendy and Karen went to the movies, I hid under the refrigerator in the laundry room. Very cool. I had secret hideouts behind the VCRs in the magazine holders on the computer desk and anywhere that I could be a little nosy. When Karen opened the freezer in the laundry room to take out some meat, I hopped in just out of curiosity. It's a good thing that she went looking for me, or I would have been one frozen bird. I had some idiosyncrasies. I loved to eat fish food that was meant for the goldfish in the tank across the room from my cage. Roosting on top of the tank was fun and was one of my favorite places to have a bird's eye view of the workshop. I also liked the shelf under the computer monitor, where the keyboard was. I was so cheeky to attack the mouse when it clicked. I liked to sit on Karen's hand when she typed on the computer. I used to wonder why I was so much smaller than everyone in Wendy's shop. I guess that was because I was a bird, not a human. I loved scissors. Wendy had a little set in his shop, and any time he used them, I would go into attack mode. That evolved into watching him use 2 fingers as pretend scissors. We would duel, Wendy with his fingers and I with my beak, until one of us got tired and gave up the fight. I liked to visit Dr. Castoldi, who took care of me over the years. He was very good when I was sick. Once I got loose in his office and flew into a glass wall. Ouch. I guess I wasn't the smartest guy around. Towards the end of my life, I could only use one leg. I hopped around and everyone had to be careful not to step on me. Then I had a bad accident and wedged my head between the bars of my cage. Many times it appears as if I'd get well. I flew short flights and Wendy and Karen were so optimistic, but I was a delicate creature, and by that time I was an old delicate creature. During the last weeks of my life, Wendy would hold me in his lap while he read or watched television. He would stroke my head and Karen would kiss me. I knew I was loved and treasured for my entire life.
Once a year I have an adventure similar to what I had today, and I'd like to share this with you. Why? Of course, part of it is I got to answer the phone. Let me get the phone first. We have an adventure. The problem with all things in life is you can never plan when these are coming. Now, let me backtrack. Taking my mother shopping, as we do every Friday. We go down this same road every time, and the guy in front of me hits a baby bird. Throws him in front of my car, which then I hit him, and not hit him with the tire, but the wind blows him into the oncoming traffic, and 3 other cars go over him. Each car that goes over him, he goes closer to the curb. I'm looking at this in a mirror, and he winds up 6 inches from a sewer drain. So being the fool that I am, I stop the car. My mother almost goes through the windshield. She's yelling at me and everything. And I go get the bird, and he is unconscious. I mean, he is flat. He's missing feathers, and he's a mess. But I know he's alive. I can sense that his feet are doing this, so he's still alive. So anyway, I put him in a box, and we go shopping. When I come back from shopping, he turned into a bird. I take him down to the animal hospital in town. They x-ray him for free, and they say there's not a thing wrong with him. He's just in shock. And they gave me these phone numbers to call. The Birdie, believe this place, the Birdie Boutique. I go to the Birdie Boutique, and where they raise baby parrots and cockatiels, and she gives me this special food for feeding birds. Special, you know, like windy carbon fiber food kind of stuff. Anyway, make a long story short, I don't want to wake you up now. I hope I'm not ruining your day here or anything, but my little friend is going to be joining us in the shop. Now, we've tried to save baby birds many times, and every once in a while we manage to save one. This guy looks big enough that it may be we can save him. I don't know. He's been eating. He's been sitting on my hand. I know, you want your mommy, and not me. I'm not the mommy. Aw. Now, they hit you with all those big cars and they just drive away like they don't even know that you're there. You're a bird. A bird is supposed to fly away when danger comes. All right, we're going to mix up some of this concoction here. I know. But you want to be on video either way, so. Hey. So this is our adventure today. I never know when they're coming, but we seem to get more than our share. I wonder if that means feed. I know you're all wet and everything from me. See, I'm trying to feed them, but half of it's going in his eyes. I'm not your mother. What do you expect? Oh my God, wait till Karen comes home. Mike couldn't work on the roof. He's been in here playing with the bird for the last half an hour. All right, Bird, we got to come up with a name for you, and I hope you live, Birdie. Anyway, he's going to be Shop Bird for a while. Come on, we made him a little box. Mike made him a box. You want to go in your box? Hey, Brzezinski, come on. No, you want to go on my arm. I'm not your mommy. I'm not your mommy. You're on my hand again. No, you're supposed to go in the box. Oh, okay. Now, let go. There you go. There you go. Oh, my God. He is definitely cute. I hope you learn how to eat better. You look like me when you eat. No, you don't jump out. You stay in there. Life is full of adventures. You better eat soon. Actually, he was eating before. Probably full. How about a slice of pizza? Just wasn't even worth going up there today. But the birds don't care. Let's see, it's a sucker. By the way, I have to feed this guy about 6 times a day. Hey, are we hungry today? Are we hungry? Oh yeah, he's hungry. This is a balsa wood stick, by the way. If you ever want to feed a bird, balsa wood is good. Look how he thinks his mama's made out of balsa wood. I'm not your mama. And if you can keep a little guy like this alive, now I've had mixed results. I've been able to keep some of them alive, but certainly not all of them. Had a couple little blue jays die a year ago, 2 years ago.
This little guy, you know what the problem is? We don't even know what kind of bird he really is. Are you hungry? I'm not your mama. Face the camera if you want to be a movie star. Well, look, watch how he responds to me. Let's talk Polish. Ski. Ski. Ah, are we hungry again? Now I know just Buzz Brodak is just out there saying, Windy, you've lost your mind. Come on. Not hungry? You're not hungry? Oh, he's always hungry. Always hungry. Windy, you're such a good guy. Now I'll tell you, and I've said it again and again and again, boy, there's more to life than just model planes. And I picked this bird up. This poor guy was whacked by cars and everything. He's turned out to be a lover. Oh my God, when I have to release him into the wild, is it gonna kill me? I'm not your mama. And you may be thinking, well, what the hell's this got to do with model planes? I'll tell you what it has to do with model planes. I come home, look, he's gonna go to sleep now. I come home, and it's an unflyable day, and I still have things to do, things I have fun with. Oh my God, is he cute? I don't know if you can, we're trying to think of a name for him. Name the bird, he's like Brodak bird or something. What a lover, oh my God. Look at this, he's just starting to grow his tail, look at that. Hey. Hey, movie star bird. Anyway, so this is why Windy never gets to win the Nats. Look at this, he's playing with the bird all day, feeding the bird. Oh my God. Buzz, if you only saw this guy, he is the cutest. He is absolutely the cutest little guy. And to note it, he's been saved from the bowels of four-wheel drive Jeeps running him over and everything. Now watch, he peeps. How do you say I'm not your mommy? I'm not your mommy. What a cutie. All right, back to model aviation. He's since become known as Brodak bird. And one of the major problems of going out to Brodak's this year was finding a babysitter for him. Yeah, we know. Tastes like chicken, huh? Anyway, Brodak bird here. He's become part of the shop. You can see I made him a little carbon fiber perch. And boy, oh boy, has he been fun. Everybody that visits the shop is just wanting to play with this bird. But the problem is, as with all cute little things, we can't take them to Brodak's. And I'm going to miss them while I'm gone. Now, come on, get up on it. Come on, get up there. Say goodbye to people. We're all going to Brodak's. We're packing a car. Goodbye, Buzz. Goodbye, Windy. Goodbye. Now go out there and have fun. And leave me with the babysitter, huh? It's true. Don't you bite me. Now, one of the things, you know, this is true, I have to do, if you've ever had a baby bird, at the end of every feeding, you have to clean him with a Q-tips, because he gets all dirty eating. Oh yeah, just fall asleep in my hands here. Anyway, we're about an hour away from leaving. We've had a lot of rain lately, so we haven't had really any time to practice, but we've had good company with Brodak bird. So Brodak bird, say goodbye. The van is loaded. You're going to the babysitter. And I don't want to come back and find out you've gained weight and you know how to fly. See, he doesn't know how to fly it. He likes doing this. In fact, when I'm over on a computer doing my email, what he does, he sits on my wristwatch while I'm doing computer work. Anyway, we're going to be back. Baby, we'll be back in 5 days. I know you'll miss me. Oh, Brodak bird. Now, if you'd like a Brodak bird, Brodak is going to kit this bird with Purdue chicken parts, I think. I don't know. He's cute, though. We're off. Go over by Mike. Help Mike. Mike needs your help desperately. He needs your help, Pete. How can we get any work done with you in this shop? I wish I could turn him to a little generator. I could make some energy from him. Anyway, and make a few extra ones in case you break them when we do the final assembly. At least you'll have these parts made so the day we come to put it together, you're ready to go. The things I like to do is prefab up as much of many of the parts, as much of the work as possible, so that when a day comes that we're going to make the pail, all the parts are cut and they're ready to just snap together like a jigsaw puzzle. What are you doing? What is he stealing? Parts of the plane? Clean up. Peeps cleans up for you. He steals all the balsa shavings. Anyway, join us for the new subscriber series that's coming up real soon, the Typhoon series. You get to watch Peeps do his thing and grow up and eat Dremel tool bits. From time to time, he'll just point blank eat a Dremel tool bit, and I don't know what to say about that. Hey! Anyway, we try to have fun. We try to use the time in the shop to learn new things, and then most of all use the internet, Bob Zambelli's site, my site, my website, to pass that information on to other people and make the hobby grow, and make it, even if it doesn't grow, that the people already in it enjoy it. Now I know Peeps enjoys the hobby, and he's saying, just buy some more Dremel tool bits, I'll eat them for you. See, this is because we don't feed him. This is what he does. You save money on food. Wanted to put a final finish for, you know, a concourse winning plane, because this finish will get picked up in the final mold. Video here. 2 years ago, just before Brodax, we picked up this little bird that had no feathers. He was, for all purposes, had fallen out of the nest, been run over by a car, and he's become our shop bird. So here he is 2 years later. It's exactly 2 years later. He's got a hurt foot. He's gimping around on one foot here. You can see his right foot is kind of gimpy. He was at best a strange little baby when he was born. And here he is, Mr. Baltimore Oriole, getting ready to help me pack for Brodax, eating some videotapes for lunch. Anyway, we're really looking forward to a great time, and we really hope you'll enjoy the tapes. Always one of the hard parts of leaving for a Nats or a Brodax, or when we go away, is we have to leave Chickie. Now Chickie 2 years ago was a squashed baby bird that had no feathers, and we found him just before Brodax, 2 Brodax ago, and he's been some special part of our life. I don't know how to explain it. He's so lazy. You see, when I wake him up early like this, we're going to Brodax, Chickie. We're going to see. Oh, that's what he does best. Buzz Brodax, Chickie. Buzz doesn't think you're cute. Anyway, we're ready to leave. But that's how every year we go through this little emotional thing when I leave, because again, I really am a homebody person. I really like being with my Chickie all day long here. Hey! Where are you going, Chickie? And the other secret is,
you gotta have a bird on your head.
let Peeps do the buffing. Boy, I wish we could train him to buff out the planes. Look at this. This is the entertainment of the afternoon. The candy apple bird. Hey. Feed him a Q-tips. Needs Mike. I got Q-tips. I can buff my own plane out. He's still got that Q-tip. I don't believe it. Okay, Peeps. You got to take that morning bath before you work on carbon fiber parts. Look at this guy taking a bath, having a ball. Hey. Hey, Peeps. He's taking a bath in his thermos top. What a way to start a day. Who needs air conditioning when you got this kind of Nice little bathtub right in your cage. Oh my God, Peeps, you are so cute. Peeps, you're invited to the wedding? I don't look, this is his latest thing. He goes over to my box of Kleenex and tears out the Kleenex one by one. Thinks he's making a nest in my Kleenex box. Peeps is just running around the shop constantly. See, he's eating Miss Ashley's picture here. This is his latest thing. He's determined to eat Miss Ashley's picture. Peeps, I'm not kidding. Peeps, you better stop eating Miss Ashley's picture. Not kidding, Peeps. The bird is, I had to make him a perch because he sits and keeps me company all day now. This is all he does. Bird. Come on. Bird, you're on video. Ah! You'd rather be on a Windex jar? Okay. You get a little ratty. I didn't Q-tips him down yet today. So usually what I have to do, this is true. I gotta be like his mom. I gotta Q-tips him down because when he eats, he gets the food all over him. Oh yeah, oh, we're so happy today. Oh, you got your own little perch right in Windy's shop? Yeah, we know all about it. Nice little birdie. That's my little Save-A-Bird project. Look at his face. Come on, come on, even you gotta like him. Even Warren Walker likes him. Warren, he's doing just fine. Boy, is he good company in the shop. You just keep him here all day long. Anyway. Present, we took Peeps outside in one of his cages. He's got 2 cages. Check this out. He's eating my Father's Day present. Craig, he's eating a ribbon off the Father's Day present. Look at this.
Yeah, when did you do that?
Come on.
Friday. He left me a message on Friday. He said, I said, hi, it's John from Gotham. He said, I'm so sorry, it took me so long to get back to you.
Come on.
He said, and I think it is great.
So when is he going to get back to you?
He said, please call me next week so we can talk about it.
Nice, very nice.
Isn't that good?
And Carrie liked it. Did you bring your list? Speaking of Carrie, your wedding list?
I brought...
Did she...
What do you think is in all these bags?
So here it is. Peeps is in the backyard. I open up my present. I get a bunch of CDs. And Peeps decides he's going to... We had him out of the cage. He flies away. He had to chase 3 neighbors' yards down to catch him. Peeps, you're not big enough to fly away yet. You're not big enough. You're too small. And you don't know about cats and rats and raccoons. Anybody would like to eat you. Oh, he likes to eat that stuff. Boy, we are so glad he's saved. Anyway, we had a great day with Danny. Danny learned some little more trim things for his plane. And we hope, obviously, today is a blowout. No flying today. His new purchase, your head, Stacy. The bride. Let's see if he likes to eat the camera. Come on.
This is my new,
Put your engagement ring up there. He loves engagement rings. Last time he saw an engagement ring, he went wild.
Okay, hold on.
Like that engagement ring?
Peeps. Look at that, Peeps.
Want to eat an engagement ring? Whoa, look, he likes the engagement ring. Look at this. He eats engagement rings. Come on, Peeps. We could take you to a jewelry store and you could shoplift rings.
Oh, that's my little friend. Mom! Come here!
Peeps is eating her ring.
Oh, he's cute. Hi.
He loves her ring, boy.
Right here.
Down in the shop. We're playing with Peeps. What do you think, Peeps? What do you think?
He's very camera friendly. You like the camera?
He's a show-off. Hey, he's eating the camera now.
I came down here before and he was like, beep, 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 beep. I just fed him.
You just feed him baby food?
I fed him baby food.
She was feeding him a banana. Look, isn't this great entertainment? You can have a bird on one hand. A bird in the hand is worth 2 Brodax videos on the TV. Where'd Peabody go, outside? You gotta go get my decals. I'm not impressed at all. Shut that off and put on the Audubon channel. Put that Audubon channel on. Quit playing. Hey, you can't eat my VCR here. Stop it. Tapes, don't miss me. Look at this. That's cheapo. Won't even buy me a drink of water. I gotta go over to the fish tank and steal water from the fish tank. Peeps, watch this latest trick. I get him to fly at will. Peeps! Peeps! Watch him disobey me. Come on! course, I didn't say he doesn't fly away. Now, what birthday party would be complete without Peeps? How old are you now, 84? My 84-and-a-half-year-old mother who swears I was the best son anybody could have ever been. Is that this unadulterated comment? Come on, come on. How bad was I?
Well,
I'm twisting her arm. We'll put handcuffs on you.
I'll never forget the day I hit you with my hand with those tight dungarees and my hand was bleeding.
Well, that's
and you
cause...
were laughing at me.
Come on, I was a good son. Cleaning the bird up. Look at this. Every day now he takes a bath. Hey! Hey, you're getting the camera wet? You're getting my 4 strokes wet? Yeah, take a bath. That's it. While I'm not looking, all of a sudden he's eating my OS parts. Hey, you bet. Go load the car, go down to your contest. Just leave me plenty of little model airplane parts to eat while you're gone. Look, he's eating videos now. Hey! Hey! I'm not kidding, peeps. I'm not kidding. We're going without you. Originally going to take him down there. He has a little traveling cage, of course, but since he's been on bad behavior, basically he's been eating labels, eating the ceiling, eating Mike's plane parts, eating tune pipes, flying around the shop, and doing what birds do best. And you know what that is. They turn food into poops. That's why we call them peeps. Bird, you're always dying to get on the camera. What's going on here? Hey, but I'm liking birds less and less as this time is going by. Yeah, I saw that. Look at it. Yeah, make a nest in there. Go ahead, Chickie. This morning, I know this is a coincidence even I can't believe. Bob Zambelli called this morning. He hit a bird over the weekend. Didn't hurt the bird, hit him with the flying line. Hey! Can't even start a day off here. Anyway, what I did, come on, get out of here. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the top of this. And I'm going to spend probably the better part of the day. I have to make, look at this bird. You want, somebody's going to hit you. I have to make some parts here, and then I have to put the engine back in. Make sure I haven't moved any of the alignment. I've been filling inside here. I took a brush and some fiberglass resin and got some inside some of these crap. Let me show this up close. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, he's just dying to get on camera. Yeah, yeah, birds. Now while I'm paint is drying, I made myself some snow cones. Look who's eating snow cones. Hey, those are my snow cones, you know. He's gonna knock it over. You're gonna knock it over, dumb bird. Birds don't eat snow cones. Look at this, he's eating snow cones. Snow cones. I can't even work on my computer here. He's eating snow cones. Hard to believe. If you didn't see this with your own eyes, you wouldn't believe it. Hey. Hey, can't you be more help? You want to go live in Paducah, Kentucky? You're going. You're going to Tiger Cat Heaven down at Charlie Reeves's house. Look at this. He's such a big help. And talk to your relatives about not flying into the plane. Your ex-relatives. Buried on Boot Hill. Hey. Come on, say hello. Freddie checking everything out, making sure everything's the way he likes it. You got his playpen? Uh-oh, there's Freddie's. Oh, Chickie's going to hate that play. You know, we had a playpen like this for Chickie, and he hated it.
You have to move him over.
I got to move him over. Hey, Freddie, come on, see the camera. You want to be a movie star? You want to be a movie star? You could be as famous as Dub Jet. You could be the Dub Jet of birds.
Come on, Fred.
You could be Rich Oliver. You could be Windy. Chickie's, the first day, Chickie usually doesn't get along with him, and then after that, they get to be buddies, little by little.
Freddie.
Not that quickly. Freddie.
Hi, Freddie.
Freddie. I don't know, Freddie. Bomber Command doesn't need any more animals in his house. He's hiding on Brodak Nobler tapes. Chickie, come on out. He's your brother. You gotta like him. Come on. He's your brother. He's your brother. You just had different mothers and fathers. Come on. How entertaining is he gonna be this time? There he is. Come on. You guys gonna be buddies? He's a little bigger than you, but everybody's got a bigger brother. Look, you could sit on his perch if you want. He doesn't want to sit on a perch. That's it, Freddie. Enough. We've had enough. You want to go live in Houston? You want to go live in Houston? I don't think so. I know what he wants to do. Bite my ears. Chickie, he's your brother. Hey, we got a special treat today. Wait till you see what we got upstairs. This is really cool. Oh, Peeps!
Come here.
You see what
You
Mom
gotta
did?
get down a minute.
Yeah, I see Mona put branches in her exquisite kitchen here for Peeps.
Come on.
Come on now.
Oh my God, he can fly around and
Don't
everything.
be bashful.
Come on.
Come on. And I think she's going to turn out to be a Baltimore Oriole.
A Baltimore Oriole,
I think
like
so.
the baseball team.
Come on. Come on, you can do it.
Come on down.
Well, I have that bird book that tells you what all these birds do. Come on, Peeps. Peeps. Oh my God, look at this Peeps. I don't believe how good he is.
Come on. Well, come on. Well, come out.
Oh, there we go.
Of course I want to come out.
Oh my God, he's gigantic.
I told you.
He's like a real bird. Oh God. Let me get a close-up of him. Peeps, you're the star of the movie. Oh, he's cleaner than when I had him.
Oh,
He
I
bites the
gave him-
camera now.
Yeah.
Look. Oh, sure, bite me.
Curious. Oh, he had a bath.
He is under reflection.
He had a
Oh,
bath.
my God. He had a bath. Did you wet him down? Peeps.
Wet him down.
So he's like a Baltimore Oriole. You believe
This was
this?
full of water.
So we're pretty
Oh, he just took his own bath.
Took a bath.
Well, he was so full of food the day oh my God, is he beautiful?
Just wait.
Oh. The dogs like him, huh?
Show off.
Let's see how you fly. Birds are supposed to fly. Look at this. He lands on me. Look at this. He lands on me. Peeps, you're landing on me. Now tell me, if there's anybody out there watch this video, it's a long, boring video, but coming home to Peeps makes it all worthwhile. And we got some other surprises on the end of this video, so don't go away. There's always, look at this Peeps. I don't believe it. Peeps, you could have been run over and squashed like a pancake. Look at him. Oh my God, he's great. Peeps, you are okay. Saved from the four-wheel drive cars. It's a sex thing, Mike.
Oh, it's got me.
I'm telling you. And you don't even have to pay him. He works for peanuts. Chickie, he's got fleas in his ears. He's got all kind of cool things.
Oh.
Chew up a pretzel. Let him take a pretzel out of your mouth.
Where's the pretzels?
Oh, you put it in your mouth and he takes it out.
I'm not doing that.
You sissy. You're afraid of a bird. What a sissy.
He's afraid of the bird's social.
Put a pretzel in your mouth and chew it up. Chew it.
Right,
No,
now what do I do?
No, face him. Just
Now
go.
hold
Look.
Hold the crumb
It's
out.
gone.
Face it. Stick it out on your
Hold the
tongue.
crumb out on the tip of your-
Come on, be a man. You sissy. What a wimp.
Gonna go for any of that monkey business.
Come on, Chickie. Show Mike what a tough guy you are. My friend Bruce Hunt has a bird too. I wonder if he does this with his bird.
Do you think about?
Only on Windy videos.
You really think about what you're?
Come on,
doing
Chickie.
to get on the plane to come here.
You know what? Just do
Chickie,
it
are you hungry?
next time.
We got to do something while he's
No.
It isn't.
No.
hard to
there's
believe,
no,
huh?
It doesn't get better.
There's no.
Hard to
There's
believe.
no floor.
This morning on
As
the
soon as this, I wake up, he's out in the backyard cleaning all the poops out of the fish pond, the yard, and the leaf.
I wouldn't know.
Then we're up running the tree. Get him to take something out of your mouth, Elliot.
Wendy, have you ever ridden?
Be a real man. Look, there's one real man in this whole cellar.
Box joints?
Oh no, not Texas.
You have
It's hot
lunch?
down there. Oh
You have
no.
lunch?
Give him scissors, Elliot. Give him scissors. Give him scissors. That'll teach him. He learned a good lesson. I'll tell you, he's a quick learner. Why? He must be, doesn't mean a thing. Then he comes by me. Chickie's already eating pepperoni. Well, look at this. Chickie's eating pepperoni. And those birds are building a nest in the kitchen, and maybe he's going to fall in love. I don't know.
Who?
See if his wing is hurt. See if his wing is hurt. Alrighty.
He's flying around, Wayne. He's gonna get her flying into the mirror. He's gonna break his freaking neck.
No, you got to keep him in the cage. Oh, he's a male. Definitely a male.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw him as a man, he's beautiful.
Oh, he is.
Cardinal. Does Cardinal not fit this house?
What?
No.
Isn't it cute? Where's Chickie doing all that? Chickie doesn't go for this bird. Where's Chick? Oh, man, Chickie. Where the heck is Chickie?
Moving, he just clamps down. He was he bites you while you're petting him.
I torture him and he bites you. Hey! Hey! Oh, we have a cardinal sound thing here. Play the cardinal sound. We have cardinals here. There's cardinals all over this house. Hello! Hello, cardinals. Yeah, I'm a real cardinal. Where's Chickie? Chickie totally disappeared. Where did Chickie go? Karen, where did Chickie go? I hear him. Where is he? Oh, he's under by the mailing boxes here. Chickie, come out and play. Come on, Chick. Oh, man, we're in video. Yeah, He's dangerous. He's inquisitive about everything. And I really hate, I don't know if he took a bite of this epoxy or something, if it would hurt him. Cage time. Hey. Look at what a good boy. Cage time. Come on. Look, back and forth. Come on. Oh, Peepster. Peepster, where are you? Come on. Oh, man alive. Peeps, you're going in the cage. Show everybody what a good bird you are. Look, goes right back in his cage. Good bird. Steals all the Q-tips. Eats everything. Hey! Oh, you done taking a bath now? Look. Karen, look, he's... Oh, this bird. First he eat... Look! Ah! He's eating PVA. Now he's getting water all over my molds. Oh, man. Peeps, you're terrible.
Oh my God, it's a frog. Oh, is this cute?
Oh. He's taking a bath. What a bird. What a bird. A stunt clinic? Is that what you're doing? Oh man, Chickadoodle. The amazing world of birds. I really am fascinated by birds. Assuming some of these eggs hatch. Uh-oh. Karen must have knocked something over here. You can see what we're doing. We're watching TV here. We're watching a net game, eating sloppy joes, and watching our baby bird. This has really been a lot of fun. Except this is a bird feeder, not a net. Up until, what, a week, 2 weeks ago, it was a feeder, and now it's a nest. That's unbelievable. Chickie, pretty soon you're going to have babies. Chickie likes sitting up there looking at the baby birds. All right, back to work. The eyes are open. They have little eyes now. Get! Les is down working on the... Where's that bird now? Evil twin. He's hey! He bites me! Get off! Trying to be nice. We're gonna kill this bird. Look at him. Watch him bite me. Hey! It's Michelle's birthday. Little bird. What? What? Predicting a big snowstorm tomorrow. Big snow. You gonna go shovel for me while I'm recovering? Yeah. Thanks, Chick. He'll shovel his cage. We wake up this morning. I'm still in recovery mode, as you can see. And guess what? Hey, nice pajamas, by the way. Ooh. Oh, it hurts. And of course, there's so much snow out there. Now, this is a great scam. My son-in-law, Rob, of course, who works for Mike Costello, he's going to come over and shovel for me later. Now, I'm used to always going to his house and working on his house all day long and hanging curtains and pouring concrete and everything. Now it's payback time. And without telling him, we're going to videotape him shoveling my walk. Right, Chickie? Yeah. Chickie, you don't do anything but eat. You don't add any value to my life. You're gonna go live with Bernie Trent, you know it? Over. It's like a bath. He's getting me all wet, getting the A26 all wet. You're a bird. I need some help here. I need some of your expert advice. Could you come and help me for a little while? You can see. He's gonna be a big help today, I can tell. Nobody could ever accuse us of being animal unfriendly here. Hey, get off of that, Chickie. You're making them crazy. We're supposed to be getting work done. Get out of here.
You're not making me crazy.
Do you like that design? Do you approve of that design, Chickie?
Where am I on?
Yes or no? Give me an answer.
The cow would look.
He's bored.
This.
He's bored looking at all these airplanes.
Straighten out.
I'm afraid of those hats. Hernia boy, go back and work in your shop. Go rest up. God. Tail cone off, and I can take the push rod out of the plane in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna take this bird out of the plane. Hey, what's this sitting on Doran's props? Help? How'd you like to go live with Dave Downey? If I can do this, I probably don't need any more formas in there, since this is just going to be hollow and it's only going to be just a little bit bigger. Look at this bird. Get out of here. Oh, you got your own mic? Okay. What do you think the timing is on this bird, Tom? Chickies, chicken time.
Are these valve events we're talking about, or?
I don't know. He's eating your shirt or something here.
I don't care if he eats my shirt. It's just I'm hoping nobody left a little extra detergent and said shirt under the collar. That won't be funny. Okay, so we got 144 degrees of exhaust duration.
144.
Write that down.
This is going to be powerful, huh?
Woohoo!
Okay. How big's the Venturi?
185.
185?
Yeah. Yeah. True. The theory of how you measure a compression ratio and how you set the benchmark. If you look at it in a textbook, it'll tell you that the compression ratio is the swept volume, 0.3598 inches, plus the top volume.
Well, I want to thank Tom Hampshire for a great night. Chickie enjoyed his company. Get out of here. Anyway, we did. And I hope you've enjoyed sharing some of the stuff we're doing with the jet. Hey, he's on TV too. With the jet engines, and the Brodeck engine is coming, the jet engine is coming. We're going to have a lot of great test flying to do this summer. Look at this. He's up on top of the wing now. You're going to live. You're out of here. You're going to live with somebody you're not going to enjoy being with, Chickie. Your worst nightmare. I'm out of here. I'm here this morning and he's eating all my tubing. Hey! Hey! Get away from that tubing. That's it, baby. Get away. Look at this. He just never quits. You want to work in a restaurant? You can be the chicken. Tastes like chicken. Get out of here. Away from my tools. Did you give him that chicken? He's got a big piece of chicken.
No, I didn't.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Anyway, we have Bob Lampione, Jimmy Borelli and his daughter and wives. Lorraine and Debbie are here.
Huh? He flew right at the bottom.
See if he'll come out of the cage.
Don't think he knows that. I don't think he wants to fly right now.
How's that, Lena?
He just flew right down.
Oh!
He flew on your shoulder again.
Get away from those eyes, Chickie. 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 Chickie, I shaved already today. Stop it. Chickie! Chickie, I'm not kidding. I'm not a pincushion, Chickie. Chickie? Chickie, this isn't funny, you know. This is not funny. I don't know, Lena. This is not what I pay him to do. No. Chickie, there are no bugs in my head. Oh, Chickie, you're going to live with Brodax. That's all there is to it. Here we have a nice social evening, and the bird is not behaving. The bird is misbehaving. Who's cuter, Chickie? Baby Lena or Baby Windy? I don't know. I'll take Lena, though. Forget it.
I think he did Lena.
Forget it. Is he a cute baby or what?
Yep.
How about an adjustable bird mount? We could mount him somewhere where he can't get into my drills and stuff. Hey! Get out of there. Inspector here is checking it. We've done it all up to his rigid standards. Oh, man. If you only knew what fun he is to have in the shop. My God. Anyway, but I'm sure, the point here is I'm sure this thing takes off and it's flying around and doing its thing. Well, we'll be glad that we won't be thinking about those motors. Hopefully, the word I used to use when people used to tell me how often do you tighten the engine bolts, and I'd say, you know, never. If it's done right, it should never come loose. It shouldn't be. I have to take it apart, and you actually shouldn't have to take the cowling off once it's done. Like, he's eating Dremel tools. Ah, he's sitting here eating Gorhams. Hey, I'm trying to get away from that Gorhams. You know what's funny? This is true. I laid a lid on that so he can't get at it. Gorhams is preferred by more birds that build B-17s. Come on. Look at this. Oh my God. I can't even buff my plane out without him. Eating Gorhams. Go Rams. Templates for the formers. And what I think I'll do is I'll start at the nose and work my way back. Again, I haven't really thought of an easy way to do this, but I'm sure there is. I'm sure the scale guys know there's some tricks he really loves when we're carving, because those little pieces of wood, that shavings and things that wind up on the floor and everywhere. And of course, when he's done with that, he just eats the telephone. He's eaten 2 telephones on me already. Supervisor here, and he said put an extra bushing in the horn just in case. See, because this is a prototype model, we really don't know what the ratios are going to be, but stop it. Who's the boss? But I'd like to start out with 1 extra bushing. Now these are 1/8 inch holes, so what happens when I line the plane up, I put a little piece of fuel tubing on there that sets this at neutral, and then when I want to fly the plane, I take that little bushing out and I have the same amount of play up and down. It's the way I set the play in the controls. Alright, out of the way, we're going to solder this. Forget me at Christmas time. I don't want one of those cheesy bird presents. I want a real present. I want a Brodak Nobler for Christmas. What kit would you like for Christmas? Let me think. A Thunderbird. A Thunderbird? How about a Cardinal? What a cardinal for you. Not sure. You want some help? You want help? How'd you like to go live with Dave Downey? And then deduct. I'm going to start by deducting 1/8 of an inch off of it. Oh, the plugs.
Want some coffee?
Yeah, they spilled Jimmy's coffee. Ah.
Oh, he's a pretty bird. He's a wild bird?
Yeah, I got him when he was a baby. He was run over by a... Nah, he couldn't even fly. He wouldn't, just a puffball.
Does he fly now? Okay.
Oh, yeah, does he fly? He does 2 things. One of them is fly. I'll give you an idea what the other one is. He's stealing peanuts out of Jimmy's mouth.
He's looking for it.
Oh, chickadoodle. Ah! You know what he likes too, Jimmy? Sesame seed bagels. He takes the sesame seeds off the bagel.
That's all he eats.
No, he eats the butter too.
He wants to see.
Look, he's got... Get it. Oh!
It's too big for him.
Oh!
It's too big for him. What
Come
do you
here.
know? Oh, no.
I look in the house.
Yeah, no, now he goes in his house and he eats, huh? Not funny, Chickie, not
Took a whole
funny.
peanut.
Look at this. Now, I don't rehearse this, but this guy is dying to eat that phone. If I leave that phone uncovered with a rag off it for even 5 minutes, I come back and a button's missing or the microphone's missing or something. I think this is funny. He does eat that phone. See, I have to cover the phone at all times. The phone always has to get covered. So what I did, I found a junk phone in the garbage one day, and I figure, same phone, I put it in his cage. He won't go near it. It's part of being a pain in the ass bird. You just don't understand, do you? 25's gonna be ready soon. Even Peeps is ready for that pizza. Where's Peeps? Hey, Chickie. Pizza's on its way. The pizza delivery boys are on their way. Anyway, Chickie agrees. Don't burn the house down, Wendy. Don't burn the house down, Artnowski. Look who's here to help me. Isn't that cute? Hey, there's a builder to model rule involved here. And if you start working on this, you're going to go to John Duncan's and live up there. You're going. But Wendy, Rome wasn't built in a day. Good pizza takes time in the oven. He still prefers eating phones, but if he didn't have any phones...
Look at this guy.
He'll sand it out for you.
Beeps.
No.
Yeah, that's what I did. I used sandpaper with the other ones.
Yeah. I'll give you a piece of it.
But not really.
We'll see you on the next tape. Chickie, I remember when you were a baby. How small he was there.
And we had one on the hangar when I was getting my pilot's license. We had one that had made a landing.
Not that pilot license that looks like a parking ticket.
No.
The Angola pilot license.
The nose gear collapsed it. And I saw them repairing the whole nose of the airplane.
Really?
It
made a mess, huh?
It made a mess of it, yeah.
Well, let's hope mine doesn't collapse.
You don't want to see how those big props look like when they hit the ground.
Well, let me show you how big the rudders are for this plane. Look, you could hide a bird behind the rudders. That's how big the rudders are. You believe that? We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Baloney, there's nothing like a real bird. Ertnowski, you're a bird. Hey, Chickie, we have B-25s working. We can't play today. By the way, his latest thing, he eats waffles. I had a waffle left over for breakfast the other day. He ate almost a whole waffle. It's unbelievable. Waffles, Chickie. Can't wait to run that Sato either. I just hope we don't get killed with weather here for the next couple days. Go pay attention to what you're doing. Hey, I fed Chickie. He's going to help me line this wing up. Well, he's eating his blue... Look at this bird. Just cut exactly the way I want him, up around the bulkhead. That'll be kind of time... Get out of here. That'll be kind of time consuming, so we'll leave that go for now. Won't bother putting that on camera, but then we want to start getting the resin mixed and get this, at least one piece here. Once this is in position, then we'll put the reinforcements over the joints. Put a double layer here, a triple layer here. I'll cut all those pieces off camera. This is important. Chickie has to go in a cage, but notice that he's eyeballing up the scraps of the eagle ass. He'd love to have some of them in there. I tried to do in sanding this out and get the final shape very close that I can do the last little bit. Now this last little bit of tapering, 5 nacelles, but right now, give Jim the credit he's due. This has worked out well and been. What is this? What is this? Who are you? You know, if Big Jim was here, he'd eat you. Take the rest of the wood off there, Chickie. Come on, take the wood off. No, don't be my friend now. Just take the wood off the mold. You're pecking away at it all day. Here comes a male bird. Look at, he bites me. Hey! You're gonna live with Ron Merrill. That's all there is to it. Anyway, we gotta pull the rest of this wood off. Just rip it off. So we've been on a day we didn't get much done in terms of working on the B-25. We did get, I think, 2 or 3 more coats of clear on here. We got Chickie up by the heating vent, checking it all out and making sure we sanded it. Does it meet with your rigid standards? Anyway, and we will be working with that horn thing. I'll ask a couple of Bob Zambelli for one. Get an email going to Dave Downey today, see if we can come get that address of that company that had the little joint couplers, maybe see what else they have out on their website. He's taking a bath. Hey! Hey! Jeez! Yep, there's a wild bird in the house. Absolutely wild. Just got done feeding this wild bird. I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee and then we're going to get to work on this guy. This is the best times that I can ever remember. Name?
What?
Eyebiter.
Eyebiter.
For some reason, he's in mating mode. You can't pick him up without. He goes for your eyes now.
Oh. Okay.
So we've had to. We have to use eye protection.
I'll put safety glasses.
So
on.
well, you got glasses. His name is Eyebiter.
And then we can call him Blunt Beak.
Blunt. I told him if you come down here someday and he's quacking, you'll know I got him with the Dremel tool. You could be a duck next week. You could be a duck just in time for Easter too. Dremel that beak of yours.
A duck-billed.
You go to live with Walt Russell in Oregon where it's cold and it rains all the time. And you never can get to go flying. All you do is sit home and watch the raindrops. Poor baby. You got that mixed already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The other thing he's done lately that's new to anybody he's taken over my tripod. This is now his tripod. Wow, you go to put the camera on a tripod and he bites you. It's his tripod. Yeah, he just, it's like mating season or something, and he just decided that tripod is his.
Okay.
Make sure these are on, and these are with the bigger of the sets of wheels. The center of the prop thrust line is actually the center of the motor mount pad. Now right there, that would be a 13-inch prop. But I'm going to have to work on this project alone, but as you can see, supervision has come in, and I have my whole bag of tubing with all various. I've heard there's a little kleptomaniac over here. He can't decide whether he wants a tube of, oh, he wants a Band-Aid. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I have to live with. He's got a Band-Aid now. Now I have these Band-Aids because every once in a while I run a razor blade into my finger or something, and you know what? The other day I looked for a Band-Aid. I didn't have any. They're all in his cage. He eats them. It is... What are you doing down there? Look at where he is. What are you doing? Hey! Hey! Get away from that belt buckle. Sanding, you can pick up a spot that was one of the spots where the gel coat wasn't perfect, and you don't see these spots until you sand them. And once you sand them, you can see a little spot coming right up. But it's very important, a composite part, usually if it's made in a mold with silicone or wax release agent, you've got to deal with those little pinholes and getting that primer, you got to force it on somehow. And there's a lot of different ways. I'm just trying to show the way that's worked fairly well on our composite fuselages. The tissue method works really well. This primer method, just because this is a smaller part, it's just more appropriate. But you can see how quickly those little spots come right up. Instead of making a plain black, yellow, and what is with my belt buckle? Look at this bird. He loves this belt buckle. What, he's biting me. Make a plain black and yellow, and you'll win the concourse award. Forget it, Chickie. Just totally forget it. We have somebody else who has the controlling vote here. Chickie, what do you think? Chair or B25? Chair, B25.
He votes for Mommy.
Chair. I see this vote.
He votes for Mommy. Chair.
Oh, Chickie.
You lose.
Just wait, Chickie. You're toast, baby.
You lose.
What are you giving him? Roast beef?
Barbecue beef.
Ready to work on your chair?
Yeah.
Fine, go to work on your chair. I got some roast beef here. Who needs Brodak dope when you have roast beef? That's it. Hold it with your foot and then tear away at it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That Mommy's some good cook, huh? She's got some in each foot now.
Wendy, where's the fabric?
It's on the floor.
Where?
Possibly complete without giving Chickie his breakfast. Chickie, it's time to go to work. We have no time to play with Baltimore Orioles right now. See, he doesn't understand English, so he doesn't understand. Chickie, can you answer the phone? Can you do anything? Can you wash my car? Look at this. Hey! Hey! This bird. Chickie, I'm shooting video. I'm trying to help people enjoy the world of model planes, not birds. Maybe he understands and he's just laughing at me. I don't know. I'm gonna go to work. Pack the mold. Look at birds attacking him. He's packed the mold, 2 layers, and a piece of what amounts to be just saran wrap. Oh, you see he hurt his foot. He's got a bad toenail. Looks like he pinched a toenail or something on that foot. He's not feeling good today. Usually when he's feeling good, he's on our case all day. Chickadoodly, but he likes having all this company. All this activity in his house. Chickie, you got some life. I don't know what to say. He's not in a good mood today. He's just not in a good mood. And that would bring us into the range of the lightest wings I've ever made. That would just make it just won't be any better than that. And Dave's got a real nice little technique he's going to use on a tip. We'll put that on a video. But we want to get this glued up. Let's get it glued up, baby.
All right.
And you said you could look in the end and see where the light is coming out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So actually, to the people watching the video, this is the first out of the aluminum mold, the first one we're going to join and actually have a wing that's going to be a functional plane by next season. Or at some, knowing Dave, maybe 2 seasons from now. Maybe 3 seasons.
Maybe 3.
You never know, but we're not in a rush. It's not a race.
I suspect it'll be next year.
We just found some cool information out about electrics that Noel Drindak is going to be sending me. There was a big thing in one of the magazines about these new batteries that they come out with. And Sergio's already looking at buying some of them at a discount. We really don't want to buy anything at list price. If we possibly can help it. But boy, there's so much of a future in electric. It's unbelievable. Walt Brownell has joined us in the quest to gather information on that. So, and I know Walt's a pretty intense modeler, so we're hoping that's coming before Midgley even has this plane painted.
With too much paint.
With too much paint, which, well, we're going to find out. If the first number in the weight of the plane is an 8, I'll know you didn't. If it's a 9, we'll build another wing.
An 8?
how you doing over there, okay?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, I'm not going to try to keep it from oozing out because we can trim it with a razor. Just let it ooze out. But don't have any spots where we're missing, where it's going to be a tentative problem.
You got any extra?
No. Plenty of time. You're not even halfway through the cheese time yet. Cheese time being when the epoxy starts to literally turn to cheese. And in small amounts like this, you'll have even more provolone. All right, provolone, how you doing?
Coming down to the last.
Okay, get ready. You're on the clock, so to speak. That provolone.
Yeah, good idea.
Let me just do a quick wipe. Just make the razoring of it off a little bit easier. That'll definitely be a good idea. Okay, you're in a window where it's already tacked. Now just keep it pressed down. Oh man, awesome. Perfect.
Uh-oh.
I saw that too. That's on the tip.
What happened?
You're gonna cut that piece off.
Well, not that much.
Well, you can get in there. Don't touch it now. Have that much? Forget it. It's like sanding through on one cap strip.
And why didn't we catch that? Why didn't that go down?
Watch, I want to get all the fingerprints off.
Down here. Right here.
Okay. I will trade you Chickie. Oop, Chickie's up there. He didn't think that was funny. He said, my wings are not equal either, so don't worry about it. One wing is a little bigger than the other.
I might take Chickie.
No, Chickie, you're not going anywhere, Chickie.
Chickie, you'd love...
Chickie, come here.
Chickie, you would love New Hampshire.
Boy, he's ignoring us today. The video of model airplanes. Well, it really is. And every time we go to feed the bird, we have to remind my friend Peeps that Freddy's stuff is off limits. And having said that, let's go to the Windy video. This bird. A lot of days, get out of here. A lot of days I'll come by and look at something the day after I make it, after I've had a time to think about it. And I look at the pictures, I look at the documentation, I say, oh, I missed it. I missed the boat. But I think in the case of this nose wheel, I think I really have gotten it as right as I can here. This really does have the look of a look at this bird. What is he? A nose wheel eats the nose wheel. You're going to Oregon, I'm telling you something, kid. You're going to Ken Clapson's house. Get out of here. Anyway, I'm glad I put that primer on last night because now it's dry. I can just lightly sand that a little bit. Scissor is the next part. You ever heard of taxidermy? You know what taxidermy? And maybe make it, the length is okay, just narrow it down. I had to put this up on cans because and without the detail, but without that detail, look at this bird. Without that detail, I don't know. And I think we've got real close to what we originally set out to do here. Now this is, I've been thinning this out and making it narrower until I'm happy with it. Hey, come on, chick, huh? It just covers the casting. The whole wheel is exposed. If anything, it still looks a little wide. Narrow it down about 1/16 of an inch. I think we'll be ready to work on this. It really does stick out pretty far. So the way I'm going to make this, I'm going to take this piece of wood. Let me think how I want to do this. This might get a little tricky. I want to take this piece of wood. I want to put this on the back, the holes in it. Yeah, I'll have to do this in 2 pieces, in 3 pieces. Because I want the last piece to be the piece that has no lightning holes in it. As everything, it just gets more complicated by the minute. You gonna help me? Big help you are. Now I'm doing this because the wing is bigger than a scale plane, so it can't be exactly the same. I'm doing it looking at the drawing and looking at this and trying to get a picture of just about where I think this should be. Now one way to check this would be, there's my tape. Oh, lovely, no tape. One way to just make myself a little, see how close we are? So I'm looking straight down. 7. Get out of here. Pain in the ass. Let's see if it's even here. Even. Okay, so it's 7 from the front. It's in a relatively good position. Get some soapy water here. Now I probably could have taken some of the material off of this, but I haven't found this to be a problem yet. The paint still has a pretty good grip to it. Okay. Again, I'll try to just press down around the image itself. Oops, oops. You're going to live in a cold weather climate. Okay, and now the last thing is going to be, once we get this down, now you might be wondering, how do we get these pens so clean as we get ready to do an inking job? Well, here's the secret to good ink work, is you get the pens perfectly clean. We're going to be doing some inking on the next video, if we ever get this pulled apart. But there's the secret to cleaning the pens. A long pointy beak and a taste for ink. How could you make this stuff up? You just can't make this stuff up. It's unbelievable. Anyway, this is one of the fun parts of clean pens. So when you join us on the next tape and you see the great ink work we're doing, you'll know who to thank. The master, the penmeister. I wonder what's going on in his brain. He's probably thinking, gee, this would be fun. I'll just sit on a pen all day. Easy is putting the bird in the cage. Seriously here, I'm trying to do pretty much each letter separate and work my way around the perimeter so that I'm always pulling the mask off at a 90-degree angle. Go clean some pens. Get out of here. And when you don't have a real thick paint buildup, boy, does this come off nice. If you can get each letter individual, should be individually. See, if Karen was here, she'd correct me. Then people would think I had an education. You could pretty much see that's pretty nice edges. But it is easier to do each one individually. And then I like to, once I get one letter, because that's what most people would be. And I think I just have too much paint on the rudder. I just put maybe 1 or 2 extra coats that I didn't need. But that's the best trick of the day, is getting all those little edges up. Just do it very carefully and practice on the bottom. It's too busy, where it's busy enough, where it needs, it's this. Get out of here. Where it needs some more detailing or where it's got plenty of detailing. And it's kind of like, and I've watched George Venturini do artwork the same way. He's hopefully recovering. You can see how that big wound in his neck, that's healing up. I know we've gotten a lot of emails about Chickie getting better. Oh, Chickie, look at that big gouge in his neck. But little by little, he's still got use of one foot, and he sure isn't bashful about eating, so that's always a good sign. Chickie! Always the star of the video. Anyway, that's what we're doing while we're... Wound on the back of his neck. The vet said there's a almost no chance he's ever going to recover 100%, but we still love him, and we still... People call from all over the world to see how he's doing. Look at that wound. I don't know, Chickie. Always the star of the video. I got Chickie to help me, the hobbling one-legged bird. Chickie, come on. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Les's part. First thing I'm going to do is take the bird in these decisions. Chickie, Chickie, look, your head is all chewed up still. Nobody wants to see a chewed up bird. You're hobbling around. You're worse than me. Look, he has no skin on his head still. Oof, poor baby. Anyway, I'm going to get on this work. Well, this morning we woke up just like any other morning. We had our breakfast. And we had our first snowfall of the year. Now, I always think that what we really share with these videos and with our sport of model aviation, and sometimes we never even realize it, what we're really sharing is our lives. A lot of times the things we're sharing are very happy and something to be joyous about. And sometimes there's sad things, and today we've had to experience one of the saddest things we've had in a really long time in our family. And because you've been part of our family, most of the subscribers, not most, all of them, they quickly become part of our family during the good times. I think it's only appropriate we share some of the bad times too. That was just a little less than 6 years ago. And I'll just repeat the story, it'll only take a minute. My mom, who was at the time in the last year of her life, and pretty much legally and totally blind, saw this little bird blowing across the road. And she saw him, and I don't know what possessed her to tell me to stop, to go over and get him and pick him up. And we were sure he was dead. I continued down that day, took my mom grocery shopping, and we just left him in the car for dead. We were going to bury him when we got back to the house. Well, when we got back to the house, he was alive. And the story, I think, for all of the people that share videos with me, know the rest of the story. He went on to be part of my life, Karen's life, maybe even the lives of the people that enjoy sharing this sport of model aviation. And I think he's kind of a significant little guy in my life. Somebody I'll certainly never forget. He died this morning. We were pretty sure last night when we put him in the cage that he didn't have long to live. He was suffering from having a tumor on one leg. That leg got really infected, inflamed, and the vet said it's probably just a matter of time before he's going to succumb to it. The vet suggested that I might want to have him put to sleep, and I decided I was just going to let him live out his time in my lap. I had him in my lap for the last 4 or 5 nights. Each night he got a little worse than the night before. And this morning when we went to get him, he had passed on. But what a great little friend he was. And I'm sure everybody that knows Chickadooley, Peeps, just hard to describe how sad I am right now. But I guess we're all animal lovers. And in heart, I know Rich Jacobone, when he lost his cat, just among other things, when I lost my cat, the kind of sad moments you just, when you have real good friends, these are the kind of things Minutes like this, you need to have a good friend. Walt Russell even bought him a little bag of seeds he was eating. Oh, there's a million little memories. We had this little sign in his cage. One of my friends had made the sign, and he used to steal parts when we were taking planes and putting them together and put them in his cage. But we are really going to miss him. I tell you, I am not looking forward to the next couple of days making the adjustment. Howard Rush gave me this little sign one time from Boeing Aerodynamics. These were things that were in his cage. And you might remember right in the beginning, we used to call him Peeps because he used to peep. But then later on in life he became Chickadooley and Chickie Snodooley and everything else. Mike Kajeski gave him this cage when Mike's daughter was young. He used to raise these little parakeets. So Chickie lived almost 6 years. In the wild, they're supposed to live about 7, but again, that doesn't take into account things like the tumor issue that he had. You might even remember him being out on a deck in the blue cage, and we used to sand balsa wood while we were just hanging out with him. Now it's strange and funny how life is that here we are, the first snowfall of the year. And I didn't realize this, but we bury all our animals and fish in our garden, and then when the flowers bloom we always say, well, the animals are still with us. But I never realized when my neighbor Mike made this little sign for Chickie, then we put it up on a fence. I never realized that was going to be his, I guess, his little memorial. And this morning when I went out here and had to dig up the frozen ground to bury him, I actually buried him in a little box that a roadjet came in, and I put a little note inside how much we loved him and how much we cared about him. I know this sounds funny, and I know probably people are saying, oh my God, what a tearjerker or something, but for our family, he really was some part of our family. And I think in a way that only you can decide, I think he might have been a part of your family too. But we're certainly never going to forget him. And I think in a special way, maybe you're never going to forget him either. If you have those videos like I do, I will very aggressively now look for any video that has his little activities on it and be playing it over and over just to know that he's still with me. I guess that's one of the magics of what we do. Hey, thanks for sharing this, and Les is going to be here later. We're going to get back to working on planes, but I'm glad he's letting me have this morning alone to do my grieving, and just think about what a little miracle Chickie was, a little special part of the life, part of my family, and maybe part of yours.